All right, hey guys. Okay, so this is the section 4 answer key. So if we go take a look at this, I've got this graph and it says something so like a bug as it crawls along. Um, so, make sure. I wonder, did I make all these centimeters per second? I sure did. All right, so um, first thing it wants us to do is make a combined motion diagram. Okay, so notice I've got sections A, B, and C. So three different sections of the graph, three different sections of the motion diagram. Okay, so on the motion diagram, I want to make sure that the first part shows speeding up. That's because the velocity is increasing. It starts off at 0, it increases up to 14. So that's right there. Then it's going to stay constant for a little while. It stays at 14 all the way until this point where it goes back down to 8, which means it's decreasing, or I'm going to write this, slowing down. So I want speeding up, then constant, then slowing down. So let's go take a look at our options, okay? All right, so what I see here is small arrows to big arrows. That's good, so that's speeding up, okay? And then these all stay the same length, so that's constant, that's good, okay? But then I see speeding up again, so I've got speeding up, constant, speeding up, and that's not what I wanted. I wanted speeding, constant, slowing down. All right, so let's get our red pen out and mark that one out. We don't like it. Okay, now, this is interesting. I've got speeding up, and then this part, here, I'll use this. Speeding up, and then this part shows it staying in the same place and then going back the opposite direction. And that's not really what we see, okay? We see it continuing to go in the same direction, stays positive velocity the whole time. It's like this would be positive velocity, this would be negative velocity, but we don't see that. We see positive speeding up, positive constant, positive slowing down. So this one doesn't really work, okay? Now, this next one, I see speeding up, that's good. I see constant, that's good. They're all staying the same length apart, okay? And then I see gradually slowing back down. So I'm thinking right now, this is probably the one. Let's just make sure the last one doesn't work. Okay, so speeding up, that's good. But look at this. This isn't constant. It's like that one is a lot shorter than that one. So it's actually showing it speeding up more. So like speeding up and then more speeding up. And that's not what we want. Okay. So we found our answer was C there. All right, now it wants acceleration during each section. So acceleration during A, B, and C. Okay. So acceleration, remember, is just the slope. And I'm going to get rid of all this other stuff I drew on here to give me a little bit of space. Okay. So I'm looking for the slope of each section. Whoops. How about we move that down? The slope of each section. Now, this is easy, guys, because these count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to count rise over run. All right, that seems the easiest to me. All right, so here I go from 0, and I'm going to go up 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, okay? So my rise is 14. My run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so rise over run is 14 over 7. So that makes it 2. So let's go find that. Two is the answer we wanted. Okay, now this next part, anytime it stays flat, guys, the rise doesn't happen. It doesn't go up, it doesn't go down, it just stays flat. So the rise equals 0. The run, honestly, once we know the rise is 0, it doesn't even matter, but we can count it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But 0 divided by 5 is just 0. Okay, so I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to see 0 is what I'm looking for. All right, now section C. I'm going to do rise over run again. This one will be a little bit more complicated, okay? So rise is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, okay? But because it was down 6, it's got to be negative 6. And then the run is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So rise over run is going to be rise over run, so it'll be negative 6 over 8. When you punch that in your calculator, you're going to get negative 0.75. So let's go find that now. Negative 0.75 was the answer we were looking for. All right, that's the end of this section of the answer.